Timothy Bishop on June the 13th of 1992. And, you know, on all my tapes, every time I say 1992, I always say "and" after it, don't I? It's probably my most popular word on these tapes. Okay, here's the scoop. Dad and Mary are out to get a cat, believe it or not. I never thought the day would come when Dad would want to buy a cat. But I guess they're out there now. I mean, I heard him talking on the phone just about 20 minutes ago. He asked something like, I don't know, I'm not sure whether I want a male or a female. I didn't know what he was talking about. It's been a long time since I've been able to make a private tape. It's kind of nice to finally be able to be home alone again. I'm looking for my tape of Ghouls and Ghosts. I can't seem to find it. And I found this one tape with comedians on it. VCR doesn't rewind, so I can't get it to work. But I know that the tape I did of Ghouls and Ghosts had comedians after it. And this one has comedians on it, so I'm figuring it must be this one that has Ghouls and Ghosts. You know, on that other tape I didn't even tell what tape it was that had Ghouls and Ghosts on it. I got a TV dinner going in there in the microwave, so I'm going to have to be sure and check it in a second here. You just got to remind me. Hopefully I'll hear you, you know. There's still a lot of burping going on, but now that we're out of school, I don't do it as much anymore. I'm not starved for attention as long as I'm home. Anyway. Good grief, what is on this tape? Is it all comedians? I mean, some of it's got to be Ghouls and Ghosts. Well, let me see. Let me see how much tape there is left, because if there's only a little bit, I know that Ghouls and Ghosts ain't on it. Come on now. This VCR takes its time when it does all this stuff. Yeah, our VCR won't rewind, so I can't get it there. There's plenty of tape left in there. I'm trying to get it to work, but it just won't rewind. Come on already. Gee, the whole thing's gonna go out now, see. I don't know what the heck it is. It's not the tape, it's the VCR. The VCR won't do nothing. Can't seem to figure out what it is. If I see a black comedian, I'm sure that will be it. But, geez, I'd be better off driving all the way down. I'd be better off taking my tape and walking down to Athens and rewinding the tape in Mom's VCR instead of sitting here playing with this piece of junk. You know? I'm tired of hanging around with a VCR that can't rewind. It's not that it can't rewind, it's that it won't rewind. I don't know what kind of mode it's in. We don't have any instruction manual that tells why it doesn't do that, but I don't see why they would make a VCR that has any kind of feature that would cause it to not rewind. Is it still this lady? Good grief. I'm gonna go check my TV dinner. Hold on. TV dinner looks pretty good. Let me tell you a little bit about Christopher Penny. I just thought of it when I walked in, but when I went into the kitchen. As I was walking into the kitchen. Well, Christopher Penny happens to be one of my friends. I don't know, he's kind of rough at times, but he can be a good friend. He seems to have different opinions than I do. Like, I never did tell him about my opinions, but he, like, for instance, on Castlevania 4, the music in the Treasury, I kind of like that music, but Christopher says that they could fix the music a little bit. Hey, cool, it's this guy. He looks a little familiar, you know? I mean, the comedians after Ghouls and Ghosts were talking about cops. But anyway, Pat Penny happens to be a good friend of my mom's. Dennis is her husband, who happens to be a good friend of Steve's. And sometimes he and Steve and I, and sometimes Christopher, go out to Steve's lake and sit in the boat and fish for a while. We didn't catch anything yesterday. It was really rainy yesterday. They had to buy ponchos and everything, and Steve bought a bunch of minnows. Wound up spending $15.83 on it. So, and put his money in a bind. And then we stopped by the bank, and he tried to get his personal identification number, PIN number, you know. Tried to get it right, and he couldn't get it right. He was going to take $20 out of the bank. I don't know why. I guess it was so Mom wouldn't know that he had been doing anything. I can't believe this. I can't believe I can't find Ghouls and Ghosts on this tape. Mystery Science Theater 3000. Oh my goodness. Ghouls and Ghosts is not on this tape. Well, I don't want to talk about that all through this tape, but anyway. Let me see. As I was saying, Christopher, I keep lingering off the subject, going off the subject. Christopher's kind of, he's real young. He's probably no more than 11 or 12 years old. He's probably younger than that. He's pretty nice, you know. He's a little rough at times, you know. We were pretending to wrestle with each other, and he got me into a headlock, and he was really choking me at times. And I didn't want to tell Mom and Steve about it because they were probably disappointed that their best friend's kid was going to be an enemy of mine. Didn't want them to think that, so. Well, I don't know. Anyway. Hold on, I'm going to go get my TV dinner. Well, my TV dinner's done. I got a Coca-Cola Classic along with it. I don't mean to spoil you or anything. These TV dinners are really nice to eat. They're good. They taste good. This is Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is the hottest I've ever cooked a TV dinner, man. This stuff is hot. Actually, I haven't eaten it yet, but when I sampled it, it sure was hot. I'm back. I've been going through a lot of roughness. I put my foot on the microphone wire and pulled it out of the recorder. I was looking for a tape of Ghouls N Ghosts, but I think I got a better chance with this one. It's got some wrestling on it. It's got a 15-man battle royal. Well, this guy in the blue shorts wins. I can't remember his name. Sims, that was his name. Hold on, let me put the tapes back. This isn't going to be a very long private tape if I have to keep pausing it. But I will do what I can. Spending too much time talking about Ghouls N Ghosts. I really want to play the game again. But I really want to see it again, too. And when I think about what I'm going to get when I find the tape, you know, the reward for finding the tape is going to be that I'm going to get to see Ghouls N Ghosts. Big deal. When you think about it, it's really not worth it. But I figure I might as well try my best. It's fun anyway. It's fun to feel the victory, you know. It might not be as good to see Ghouls N Ghosts once again, but it's really good to know that you've been victorious over your own problems. That's one thing about it. These TV dinners are really good. I'll tell you. Something about them that's just so good. Most TV dinners, people don't eat them that often because they don't think they're that good. I think they're good, man. And TV dinners make a great dinner. Especially when you're watching TV, you know. I wonder if I could draw any clues from the fact that I was watching E.T. before I put in Ghouls N Ghosts on that tape that I made on March 16th. I don't think it would make that much of a difference. That was 3 months ago. In 2 days, it will have been 3 months since I ever even seen Ghouls N Ghosts. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm going to start working on my chicken now. Please pause for a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting so long, but I didn't want to pause the recorder again. I don't know why. I guess I figure if I have to pause the recorder, that means you have to wait. Well, even if I do pause the recorder, doesn't mean you have to wait. Of course, I don't have to push the pause button on the recorder. All I really got to do is turn off the microphone. I don't even know why I did that. Dad told me that secret today. First, he didn't even know I was making tapes like this. And, I think he's back. He wouldn't be back this soon, would he? I don't know if he's going to Athens to get the cat or not. I don't know how far away this person lives that he was talking to. If I could just know for certain, how long they were going to be gone. Oh, dear me. I don't think this is Ghouls N Ghosts. Look what's before it. There ain't nothing before it. It's Michael Jackson. And part of The Simpsons. This is Michael Jackson, man. This ain't it. Oh, dang it. Why can't we get a VCR that rewinds? Why doesn't this one rewind? Why would they make a VCR that doesn't rewind? Why would they even make a feature on a VCR that would cause it to not rewind a tape? I don't get it, man. It just drives me up the wall. This thing won't rewind worth a junk, man. I'll tell you. Look at it. This is making me so mad. Come on, rewind it. Dadgummit. Fine, be that way. I'll just play it. And, then I'll rewind it. Rewind. We'll just watch this Mystery Science Theater 3000 backwards and see if anything's after before it, you know. Still a little bit of tape left. I think Ghouls N Ghosts will take up more of the tape than that, though, would it? It sure would. I don't know why I'm even worrying about it. I guess I'm just not going to find the tape. Hold on. Guess what happens later on? I have to get a snack ready. I get some Hawaiian Punch. What I do is I get some Hawaiian Punch, but I forget the snack. And when I go into Mom's bedroom to play Castlevania 4, I suddenly remembered that I forgot my snack. Back out with a Hawaiian punch, and I left it on the recliner. I went in there to get my snack, and when I came back, somebody had already spilled it. It didn't take that long. Watching this show backwards sure don't make much sense. First they're with the alligators, then they go away and they come back to the alligators. Even if you do it forwards, it's the same thing, you know. This chicken's pretty good. I never did know it could be this hard to make a private tape while you were eating. I've had to pause it about 8 times now just to eat chicken, you know. Reach over and get some. It's good, though. It's about time it's over. It's probably not over yet. It shows them, when you do it backwards, it shows them picking up the gumball machine and then walking off. But that doesn't mean it's over. Usually on the show, when they do it forwards, you know, when you do it normal, when you go to a commercial break and you come back, they're not even sitting there. And then all of a sudden they walk in, sit down. Seems like if you go to a commercial break and you come back, they'd still be sitting there. They wouldn't have any reason to go away. If the movie just goes on, it's not like they're going to watch the commercials too. And they don't have to get out of their seats to go to the bathroom or watch commercials and all that trash. Hold on. I hate to say this, but I don't think this is Ghouls and Ghosts. Well, now I understand why the commercial situation is the way it is with this show. Shit, they're home already.